Hello you, welcome to Geekism. Welcome back to Planet Zoo live on the channel. So how come we're live again? Well, the reason is I've had real trouble recording this game today, to be honest. NVIDIA Shadowplay is the one I normally use. It's not called Shadowplay now, but whatever that one is. But since the latest graphics driver update, it's not showing the mouse on the screen. It's really horrible. So I've been using OBS, but OBS is so bloated and full of crap. It's fine for streaming, but it's really not good for recording. And it's done fine with Flotsam and Planet and Zoo Tycoon, but as soon as I tried to run OBS and this, oh no. So I think I've got another option now that I'm going to try and record a video with later on, but I really wanted to get something else out today for people who missed the daytime stream. And also, look, this one, because this one's such a later time, Europeans are in bed now, which means it's a little quieter, so it means I can chat a bit better with people and stuff, which is good. Not that this afternoon stream wasn't incredible. To sit there with 2,000 people watching you live was pretty insane. Perfect timing, that's good to hear. A few people have said that in the chat. Hey, by the way, everyone. Dylan. Funboxing Miles, how's it going? I need to watch this expert play. So, we can do one of two things. We can go into franchise mode. You will see what is becoming episode 1 of franchise mode. Time zones don't agree with me. No worry, Peter Meach. How's it going, friends? Good to see you, pal. An evening with John T. That's right, David Blaine. An evening with John T. Glass walls, or is that not possible? As in for dinosaurs? As in for like tigers to get across? Yeah. Once I'm a little bit more sorted with the game, I think we'll be looking at doing that sort of thing. But it's quite tricky. Even if you've got Planet Coaster knowledge, it's quite tricky. Yeah. Those of us in the best hemisphere have some fun. There you go, yeah, the southern bit. Franchise mode, working pretty... Okay. Because what I was going to do was go into scenario and just empty out a thing and build something. But if you want to go to franchise mode, you can. There are some slight spoilers here for... We've gone for... Betaville Zoo is up and running, okay? And we have a couple of animals. I've been watching since 2016. Thank you, Ronald. Did they fix Animal Bug? It's more fixed than it was. It's more fixed than it was. I'll say that much. So first of all, let's delete let's delete stuff. There we go. This can all go. There we go. And paths can go. Okay. And then my problem is that I'm playing this like sandbox, which means we're probably going to run out of money. We've already got half the money we've got left, but here we go. I've started doing this sort of generic sort of Asian African just sort of theme going on, and the main reason I started doing this is because we couldn't get any animals. There was a massive bug in the game that when you clicked, if you even got into franchise mode, that is, and you clicked animal trading, nothing showed up at all. So, first stream, thank you for the awesome content. Thank you, Greencaster, welcome. What do you think about the Area 51 raid? Whatever, it's not really something that interests me. So, it's going to be money on the Patreon soon. Well, that'd be very welcome, Ronald, but it's nowhere near necessary, of course. Half me to make money. I had 10k for a while, then one of my ostriches escaped and everyone left. So, I'm hoping we can get a little bit of money coming in, okay? It's looking great. It's very buggy, I won't lie. The main thing is... as far as the bugs are concerned, and people are like, well, it's a beta, like, what do you expect? So here's the thing with betas. There are two types of betas. There's a proper beta that runs for quite a few months, probably a good chunk of a way before a release, and is actually used for bug testing, actually used for stress testing and all that sort of stuff. Actually goes out to people who've either paid or whatever, or are just volunteering to help QA the thing, all right, and actually gets tested as a beta. Okay, that's one type of beta. The other type of beta is a marketing campaign. It usually happens quite close to release. It usually happens for a few weeks, and it's basically feature full version of the game with some things stripped back for people to get some hype. That's what this is. The problem is that this one plays more like the first kind of beta. This actually plays more like the fact that we are doing quality assurance here, which is fine because that's what a beta should be. But it does worry me that it's quite close to release now, and it's funky, to say the least. So yeah, hopefully they can shine it up. But yeah, that's how I feel. That's why I think the beta's sitting a little funny with people. Hello. Does Mummy know you come out here? Come here. Come here. Oh dear. Oh dear. This little so-and-so was in bed 20 minutes ago. What are you doing? Why are you out of bed? He's closed, by the way, don't worry. Right. Off to bed. You'll have to give me a moment, folks, because somebody's snuck out of his bedroom. Sorry about that. We'll jump into the game now. Yeah, he started doing that now. He's figured out how to... He gets out of bed and opens the door and comes and says hello. Little sod. Anyway, his mum's gone to sort him out now. His mum was in our bedroom watching some TV on the iPad. Right. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so here we go. So this is what I've done so far. Okay. Does everyone in the beta receive a baby? No, I didn't ask for mine. Is there anything that Plan Zoo does better than Planco? So yeah, it looks nicer. Lighting engines better, graphics engines slightly better, terrain's nicer. That's about it really. Good looking Canada, we miss you. Wow, Marvin, thank you so much. A very generous donation. Wow, thank you so much, pal. There we go. That's a very generous donation. Thank you. So this is going to be episode 1. What we're going to do is start moving an animal over here. Okay. So yeah, so I've gone for like a generic. It's all very work in progress, and it's a bit clunky because I'm still trying to learning the stuff and that. But so far, this is what we've got. So coming in on the right here, we've got a toilet block. Coming on the left here, we've got an info block, which then goes down to some staff buildings. Thank you, Detective Pikachu. First stream I caught you. Looking forward to some exclusive look at Fight City. Good stuff. So if there's anything you particularly want to see, let me know. Okay, we'll try and cover it, but we're going to try and put a first animal down. Okay, the world size is huge. I mean, you can't. It's really tricky to see the line. But it goes all the way to here, all the way up to here. It's really big, and I think there's room for expansion, which is probably going to happen with the scenario editor later on. But yeah, it's like no chance that we're going to fill it. All right. So yeah, so animal wise then, we have some animals. Managed to get hold of 2 tapirs and a Nile monitor. Now that's the first one, that Nile monitor. That's the first new animal for the beta, I think. So unfortunately, I can't do a limited because it's so hard to get animals. It took me about half an hour just to get these 3. So these are the ones we're building. All right, we're going to start with the Nile monitor, I think. Weather, yeah, we can see some weather. I don't know how well it works here because it's quite hot, but we can try. So we've got, that's what we're in now. We can have cloud. We have to run the game for it to happen, but you actually see the clouds stretching out. Look, it's pretty awesome. Azori 2, yeah, indeed. This is just beta. This one, it's just to figure some stuff out. There we go. Let's speed that up a little bit. Okay, so that's cloudy is just a bit more cloudy, okay, but then we get some rain. I know we need some stuff, yeah, that's fine. It's going to start raining. There we go, here come the rains on the Serengeti. I love the rains down in Africa. Can you adjust habitats depending on the animals you get in the game? Yeah, I think so. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Rain looks gorgeous. Love how everything gets a little shiny, and like it just sort of like leaps off stuff. Like, look at that. How good. Oh, look at that. So good, isn't it? Getting animals most tries. You should try to do the monitor though with water viewing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then snow. I'm not too sure how snow will work here because it's a really warm place. Oh no, it's... I don't know. Wait a minute. Oh, there it comes. Here comes the snow. Now, does it gather? That's the question. I'm not sure it will. Oh no, it will. Look at that. Oof, out of nowhere. How good. Just how it knows where to sit. It's just so exciting. And where it knows where to miss. Look, because there's something above it. Choose the animal that you buy. Can you adjust the temperature for the habitat and the weather? Not for every specific habitat. No, you can place down heaters and coolers in habitats, but you can't change the weather. Like, you can't make it just snow over the top of one different thing. I bless the snow down in Africa. How is it? So far, it's very beta-y. Okay, very beta-y indeed, but it's okay. There we go. Let's get rid of that snow. Look at that. So there we go. That's what we're working with right now. So let's look at down and putting in a monitor lizard, and I want to place it here off the back of the toilet here. That's what I want to happen. So we'll get rid of this one little bit of path and come out here instead. Now, one thing I did notice is that there's options in paths. Sometimes you have to go back and forth between these to get them open, but there is an option in path that says snap alongside barriers. That's quite exciting, isn't it? The fountain, yeah, the water doesn't seem to affect it. I don't know whether like placed water on the ground does, but yeah, water doesn't seem to be affected by the snow. Okay, so I'm thinking I don't really know much about monitor lizards, so if there's anyone in the chat who does know about monitor lizards, you can help me out here. But we're going to have a go at making a monitor lizard exhibit. So barriers. We can do a null barrier, which would probably use this bit of the some straight path in here, so he knows that this wall is the end of the line, so to speak. To there, that's good. And then we'll go for, what do we reckon? Wood logs, hedge. I don't think hedge is going to be right. Chain link. It's going to be wood logs, isn't it? I think. It can snow and moving water not freeze. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Morris. Azuri 2.0. I wonder if people are going to make that gag. Yeah, it is Azuri 2.0. I noticed that Mass Bandit is playing as well. As in, right now, he's playing the game. It's pretty exciting. Okay. So let's have a look at this. I'm hoping there's a way we can change these without having to keep going to those menus there. Sure there will be. Where's me curves gone? Is it because it's... Oh, you can't do curves with the logs. Alright. Hazel glass. Pretty cool if their next game was Planko and Planzo put together, like Colmarden. Okay, let's get the length of this up a bit. We want to try and come right around this curve, don't we? Not that long. There we go. Right. Now, as far as underwater viewing goes, I haven't even got the first idea of how to even begin that. I can help with the Nile monitor info. I own one. Oh, good. Xander, you've been very naughty. Go to bed. As long as you don't come to the green, okay. Go on, you. Off to bed. You smart? You can hear me talking. I have to do the stream in silence, folks. Good night. Okay. Okay, we will try maybe to make this a bit of an underwater thing later. Okay. But for now, that snaps to there. Okay, so we can come into these individual ones, right, and bring them in and do what we want to do with them. Okay, that seems big enough to me. I have trouble keeping the animals fed. All my stuff. We haven't got an animal yet, Flint. Corn and chicken. I'd play Planet Farm. Well, what time is it for you? It is 9:15 p.m. Geek, when you buy your next animal, I recommend either Florida alligator, or mountain lions, or peregrine falcons, or bald eagles. None of those are in the game. So that's good. Right, let's try this thing with paths then to see if we can see how this works with sticking it to the here, look, snap along barriers. Okay. So it doesn't. Okay, that's I did a better job myself. Okay, neat feature. Don't think it's quite well implemented yet. That is. Yeah. Okay. We'll ignore that. Let's just let's turn snap along barriers off. And just do it by hand. I'm thinking what we can do is once this is in here, obviously. Oh, there we go. Oh, maybe because I didn't have that turned on was the problem. Tell you what, if we do this. When snapping along a fence, try a longer path. Okay, cool. Well, we'll know for the future, but right now I'm not too fussed. What I'm thinking is we can do this. Now, there seems to have to be a bit of a gap, and that's okay, as long as we know. It does mean we get some. No. It does mean we get some wobbly glass that we probably have to have another go at. There we go. There we go. Okay. Alright. I did underwater by dropping the path and then glass fencing the habitat after I put the path in the slope. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do it. So, so if we do terrain, I'd like some underwater here, I think. So, something intensity down, the size down. Yes, somebody's mentioned there. I don't know why that's been hidden. Yes, I would like. I'm looking to go to both of them, to be honest. So they're the okay. So that fence is actually getting in the way of this. That's fine, as long as we know we can do something about it, eh? Okay, terrain. So flatten to foundation then. There we go. Another decent area there that we can work with. And then hope we can sort of smooth that out there a bit. There we go. Oh, this I've got to figure out how all this works as well. Flatten the foundation. It'd be nice if we could flatten the foundation in a square after the pool and path, if you see what I mean. Yes, I'm pretty sure I do. So let's do path now. No, now is that terrain that's bothering us, or that bit of fence that's bothering us? Let's try the fence first. Okay. Okay, so something like that for the path. We can make this work, I reckon. So then terrain. Do something like this here. Smooth that out a bit there. Get the path lower than that. Oh, we'll see how it goes, Flint. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I like to try and learn as we go, you know. It's over here, isn't it? Barriers. Okay, so wood logs. I'll take up to here. Kind of annoyed that we can't curve the wood logs. It seems silly, but alright. And then we click this one here, right? Posts vary to keep the top of it flat. Like that. And then some glass. Not that down. 5? Is that the difference between 5 and 9? Like that. And then we can go back. Back to wood there and there. Oops, no, that was good. Suppose we could make that a bit shorter. Okay. And then we'll just take that one out there a little to round it off. Okay, and now water now should fit in that gap, yeah? Zorigons was part owned by Thomas Cook, yeah. There we go, and then we have a... Okay, so yeah, deeper, needs to be deeper, but... The fact that that works is pretty good. I don't know why the... Why the grass is still under the path? Oh, that's the water's broke that there. Not sure if the wood. Not sure if the wood will hold water. Well, it does. What are you building for an exhibit, Johnson? This is going to be for a what they called? Nile Crocker Gator. No, what is it? What are they called? Okay, so obstructed by water. Alright, so now we know. Now we know. We can quite quickly do a lot to make that better. Alright, so I actually really like that wood log. That's good. So terrain. Let's push that way down. Oops, sorry, push. Keep an eye on the money. You're not, are you? Well, that seems a lot. Luckily, it's not too expensive to do. He says. Okay, let's try that, and then we'll pull that out that way. There we go. And the problem is this: it seems super steep, doesn't it? Terrain too uneven, you see. We might have to do. How do we do stairs? Isn't it having no collision yet? I'm not sure actually. So that end does it. That's what I want to do. Yeah, there we go. Janky path, it's the jankiest path. What do we reckon about that, folks? Do we try and smooth that out a bit? Oops. Do we try? Oh, it's really annoying that I mean, we can get rid of the long grass though, right? Hold on. There we go. Right, okay, we can get rid of long grass. For steepness, use the chisel tool. What's the chisel tool? Is that new? Chisel. Oh, that one. Yeah, they've renamed it. Okay. I never got on very well with this tool, if I'm completely honest with you. This is flattens the surface, isn't it? I'll take that. That's better. That's better. Okay, so what we'll do then is take this that way. Okay, and then pass. Oh, it's right. What's even? Okay, might have to get rid of that bit there as well. Wait a minute. All right. I can totally get on board with this. I can totally get on board with this. Okay. Let's get that square. Do you want to just do a gentle slope instead of footing with these stairs? Probably. Probably. Do you want to see what that slope that would look like as a gentle slope? My worry is that it isn't gentle at all. It's actually quite intense. I suppose if we smooth that bit, maybe. This is not where I want it to be. Alright, let's see how we get on with that. That one, isn't it? That's not horrific. There we go. That is not horrific, he says. It's kind of hard for my first one. Have we met? Judge Sparrow, biting off more than he can chew since he was a child, to be honest. Okay, so now we need to set that to be terrain height relative, and we need to move it to there. What I'm hoping is it sort of finds its way down, which it has. Okay. Okay, so it's struggling with the terrain there. So let's just take it back a little bit. Go on. There, that'll do. I'll take that. I'll take that for now. Okay, glass. Still smooth. It's 8 meters. I'm guessing it's 8 because the paths are 4, right? There we go. Back to wood. Yeah, gonna need a scroller on them. Gonna need the ability to scroll. You have anything else? Not so much. Not so much. Keep trying to spin your camera. Yeah, I do that when I'm watching people. It's horrible, isn't it? You're like, no. Oh no, it's not me playing. I might take that in there actually and have this as a bit of a display thing. Maybe. So now what we try and do is move these. No, I'm gonna say move these closer to that, but I guess not. Right, terrain then, let's just smooth that out for now. We'll probably do something here, like an indoor little thing here as well. This all needs to go out like that. Let's try again then. Water. That is good. That is what I call good enough, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, the whole thing, I think, all of this can come down a bit, because these things aren't going to be climbing up and out of stuff, are they? I wouldn't have thought. So I reckon we can... do something like that. So really, you can see over the top of all of it. But we've got some glass. I mean, really, I could do with a person, or I could do with finding something that's the same height as a person. You, come here. I want to see how high you are and what you can look over. So no, it still needs a bit of glass, doesn't it? Because that is going to be, if we made all that wood, kids would be like reaching over the top, wouldn't they? Hold on, what can we do it down to? We can do it down to 1 meter. Maybe 1 meter's okay. That one's 2.5 meters there. So, can we just get all of that to connect back up again? No. Alright, we'll leave it like that. Okay, so I'm actually thinking that all of this can be wood. That one can't. See, you can't do curved wood, but you can make it a fence and then turn it into wood, okay? We need an archer. You're damn right we do. We need a beta zoo tutorial right now. I know, I'm the person who makes them. Plus and minus buttons to make the fences longer and shorter. Thank you. That would be useful, although I use plus and minus for recording footage. So that's not great. Oh, that's fine. No, we can work with that. Okay, this is going to be a Nile monitor lizard, and there's loads of water over there. So, what do we do now? Throw him in? I suppose we need we need a gate on it, right? We need a habitat gate. Wooden habitat gate, Well, the wooden one looks... Oh, see, it does that. Ugh. Wonder if we can... change that. I think we could probably do something there to make that look better. We're not going to get a fence down there, but we could open up this, I reckon. We'll worry about that another time. For now, we'll just put a path around the back of it. Oh, because we need to get the keeper door in as well, don't we? Well, actually, then, let's do that. Let's edit this building. And let's put a keeper... Where are you? Facilities. Staff facilities. Keeper hut small. No, I want to put one in here. I want to put one there. A boom chicka boom boom. Z's for the gate. Thank you. If you move the other side of the fence, it seems to have done it as well. So this makes sense. Oops. Well, that's weird. It's kind of moved into the middle of the... Yeah. How strange. Okay. Construction. Let's find the wall for that. Wall pieces. It's just concrete brick, I think, or plain brick or something. Can't you edit it? You can't edit them, but they have them. Like they're just done like that, looking good. That back wall is my wall, but otherwise it's pretty good. So they come in there and cook food up for the monitor lizard. I'm not really sure what wall this is. I've got to learn walls. Breeze breeze block. There we go. So we can do that with breeze block. Looks weird, doesn't it? And then duplicate that over. It's this wall here. It's sort of like stuck. There we go. It's a little off, isn't it? But I think it'll work still. Okay, and then we can come in here. Can we not come in here? Ah. Yummy. Under the game tab, there's a disable coaster collisions option. Yes, that's most likely been carried over from Planet Coaster, as this game is going to feature transport rides, and I imagine it's the collision for the transport rides, and I just don't think they've changed the name properly. So nothing to be too excited about, I'm afraid. We'll probably box that in, I think. All right, that'll do. Actually, I think what might be better is if we... This grid is weird. If we do that... Like that piece there, what is going on with that? Quite get what's happening. Something's definitely funky going on with that. Let's run the groove and just manually put it where we want it to be. And do the same with that one. Just manually put it where it needs to be. Which is like there, isn't it? There we go. Oh, that can't be like that, can it? Idiot. But we can do something like that. Again, I've got to have a good mess around with doors and figure out what people can get through and not. And yes, it will be a staff path. I did think that as I was putting it down, actually. So these are staff paths here. Oh, you can't turn... Well, that's annoying. I was assuming I could just paint over them. I suppose it kind of makes sense that you can't. That's not what I've done here. Okay, oh, then we have to come up and down here. And this is really janky. We'll definitely have more planning going on, by the way, in future. Okay. I wonder if you can make an underwater tunnel. I don't think so. Because the way water works, it's still just a line that it's rendering. It just knows that there's water underneath it, I'm pretty sure. Maybe we just put a water purifier in. Yes, that is true. Water treatments. I'm assuming water treatment requires power. I mean, they are gross, but okay. I mean, they're not gross. They're lovely models, but you don't want to see them, do you? What I'm thinking is we can actually kind of create a bit of a "don't look behind the curtain" thingy's going on there. Okay. So this is down here, right? Water treatments, that's covered. Power. Nice. No one speaks Planko. No, no one speaks Planko, you're right. Apart from maybe James Stant, the guy who wrote it. This is why I don't like Planet Coaster. Static goes over into this game. To be honest with you, I'm trying to do a hell of a lot very early in the game. Like, there's a good chance there are much nicer ways of doing a lot of what I'm trying to do here. Right, I'm gonna get. We need a keeper room, right? We need a keeper hut. Oh, that's what I've just put one of those in, right? So what do we still need? Research center, vet surgery, and quarantine. We'll handle those later. First of all, let's get our big boy. Where is he? Siddiq. Who wants to be called? Who wants to have their name as a Nile monitor? Hashtag the hashtag monitor in the chat, and we'll call the monitor after you. I am going to be using Patreon names, but for this one live stream, we'll do it like that. That's why I should go to bed now, but I really don't want to. Go to bed. Go and do your exam. Do it well. Lizard of Oz, nice. We might not actually have a keeper. That could be a problem. There we go. So your job, I want to give you an area, work zone manager. New work zone. Keeper hut, water treatment, transformer, and habitat 2. Yes, and that is called Monitor Lizard. Should we do like Monitor Lizard WZ so we know it's a work zone when we glance in? Yeah, and then this habitat we can call Monitor Lizard H. View animal market. Animal trade center. Monitor Lizard, yeah, come on. Yeah, delivery scheduled. That's our trade center. Excuse me. Open habitat trading. So I thought they ran. You could call him Nozzle. Okay, so I'm gonna pick a monitor. Hold on. Amy Reese. Amy Reese is the name of our monitor lizard. Why? Needs a vet to bring him in. I thought it was keepers that did it, but okay. It's a vet. He's absolutely legging it. Nice. Thank you. Don't waste money on power early on. There is power generators built into the zoo entrance. Ah ha 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 ha. Is there really? I can't see him. Or like in there is the ones? Let's have a look. Power. Oh yeah, it says everything is powered. Okay. Here comes luck. Where's the baby panda? There's no pandas in the game yet. Make it a staff. That one is a staff path over there. I've already done that one. I've already done this one as well. Here we go. Our first animal going down in Planet Zoo. This is a momentous occasion, ladies and gents. What? What? Hey! No longer you are Sadiq. You are now. I'm going to put it all together so it kind of looks a bit more like a Amy Reese. There's that. Nile monitor. So at the moment, not happy. Not happy. It's going to have to work. Do we have animals now? We have animals now. We have a monitor lizard in here in this horrible long grass. I'm hoping to God that it doesn't like long grass because you can't even see it. Okay, habitat, terrain, it's not too happy with. Enrichment, it's got nothing to eat and drink, to be honest. It's awful. This is the worst habitat ever. So let's find species here. No, monitor. So, food tray. Water we shouldn't have to worry about because there's a big pond of it there. Okay, so food tray large. Apparently, there's a bit of a bug on these at the minute that they have to be quite near where you feed them. So that's fine. And they're going to need some sort of hard shelter. Enough shelter is available to cover all animals. Now that's interesting. I wonder if that's because of this bit here, because I don't think that's enough shelter to cover all animals at all. Or they don't need any. So food enrichment and toy enrichment. We have no enrichment items. So I think we have to research those, right? Researching with the vet, yeah. So let's have a look here. Research. So they do stuff that isn't for animals, right? We need a research center. Okay, so we've only got 13 grand. Okay. Zoo. Okay, so facilities. Not that. Research center. Research center small. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick it down for now. Okay. So so we do Nile monitor then, right? That's how this works. So we'll drag Ramiro Larry onto Amaris there. These don't need hard shelter, right? Okay. So she should say that. Rather than saying it's 100%, it should say that they don't need it. But okay, whatever. Right, let's get back into Amaris here then and have a look at the habitat terrain. It's not awful, to be honest. There's too much long grass. Not enough soil, not enough rock. Alright, okay. So, terrain then. We can just click these, can't we? Soil. So it needs a lot of soil. I'm going to actually kind of just paint all the soil up, to be honest. Oh, that's too much. Okay. Rock. Oh, it's all a bit intense, isn't it? Let's drop the intensity down a bit. So that's what you want, isn't it? You want some nice... Happy with that, is it? Okay, it could take a bit more sand. So I'm going to put some sand around the edge of the water. Just to kind of break it up a bit. Actually quite likes the sands, that's good. And I'm going to take the rock. I'm going to make that smooth rock. And then bring in some heavy soil around the edge here. Make it a little bit more natural. Okay, that's good. And then terrain sculpting. I just want to do the slightest little... Oh, it doesn't carry the terrain over. That's not good, is it? Oh no, it should do. It's using samples. There's the slightest variation in that. But the problem is that it's given us... there we go. Okay, cool. Don't forget to place donation boxes for income. They can really help. Yeah, I think they're like necessities, aren't they? Like donation boxes. They're really key things. So where are they? Guest facilities, donation box. Okay, so we'll have one here. And then we'll have one down here. That size. Okay, so he's got enough space, enough water, no climbable area. So that's perfect. So they're not is not a fan of plants, from what I can see. One of the best ways to make coverage using the terrain tool I found. Good luck with research. As soon as I research and needs a break, it forgets its reaches. Yeah, I noticed that because I researched the Indian theming for this, so which works similar. So yeah, you're just going to keep throwing them in there. Hey, wow, the Gulpy's here. Look. Come and stare at our one lizard. That's good. That tickled me. So Africa, tropical and grassland. So let's jump into nature then and select those on here. So Africa, biome. Let's go grassland, I think. Oh no, grassland. There's all big things, aren't they? Tropical. Was it tropical? Did I say? Tropical. So vines and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm hoping then that we can, like, this isn't too crazy to have some of this in there. Oh God, 7% coverage already. This thing does not like plants. I'm hoping this smaller stuff is okay, because you've got to have some plants in there. It looks dull as dishwater otherwise. See, that's a lovely tree as well. You ain't going to like it, is it? Any more and that's it. Game over. Custard apple. I want a custard apple. Yeah, mangroves and stuff. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Have you seen this weird ghosting they do when you move them? It's kind of crazy. So is that going to be too much? Or no, so they didn't mind that one. I'm going to get rid of it because we need to spread them out. Do you know what I will do actually? Is I will go for some grassland stuff because where's those? Oh, look at these. Oh man, they're pretty intense, aren't they? They look great, but wow. They look great. They've got to go in. Whether the animal likes them or not, they're going in there. In the water. There we go. How you doing, monitor lizard? Terrain's fine. Plants coverage is really pushing it, but I just want a little bit of just some like ground texture. Just not something that isn't quite as bulky, you know. Oh yes. That's what I'm talking about. Just something that just kind of breaks up the ground a little bit. Alright? I understand that that is quite close to the edge there. I'm hoping... Oh, that's too much. That was too much. So they're going to deal with it because I'm not getting rid of any trees. Look, there's about 3 trees in the whole thing. Okay, enrichment is low at the moment. Socials are happy to be on their own. That's good. Adult population 1 is maximum, maybe a second one. So we've got a little bit too much coverage. Should we just get rid of that thing? Just because it's a little bit... Doesn't really fit, does it? Still too much coverage. So nutrition, there's not much I can do about nutrition until they actually feed them. So what are we a little lower? See, look at that habitat, right? 100, 100, 100, 99, 100. Overall, 87. Nice. Okay, so excuse me. Really, we just need. Normally, they live in really dense grassland and marshes. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Really, like loads of reeds and stuff all there. And really, what he's living in right now. If I saw that animal in the zoo, I'd be like, God, that's depressing. But there you go. Amy Reese. Can we do a double click? Oh, look at him. I can't remember what sex it was. Looks good though, eh? Seems very figuring to create a habitat. Well, these games always are. There's always that whole demand. Animals. We only like local plants for local people. Local animals. He's gonna go and get some water. You can do a cinematic. Oh Christ. Let's not. Let's do orbit. Oh, he's gone for a little drinky. There we go. I want to do... let's have a look at Ansel. Here we go. Oh. Oh, no, ignore that. Can you see Ansel, does it work for you folks? Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Where's he gone? It's really hard to move around with Ansel. Look at this. I mean, we've got some filters here that we probably need to knock down. There we go. I want to hug it and give it head scratches, but also run away from it. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling. Ooh. Okay, so now I know. Now I know we can get a good Ansel. Let's. Oh, he's swimming. See, I'm interested to see whether they know if coming down here gives you a better view or a more interesting view. These are, look. Zoo family ticket price is great. Good. And they're going the monitor lizard. So we can pimp these out with like signage and stuff, right? Viewing devices, yeah. So we've got a conservation education board. We've got a little thing here. We've got that one. But why is that one different? Habitat education board, habitat education board. So why does that one not do this awful education thing? And the speaker, habitat education stand. Okay, so I'm thinking this is the one, but okay, amphibian, bee population decline, ecotourism, climate change. Oh, so these aren't actually about the exhibit. I understand now. So facilities. Let's get an exhibit one then. Habitat board. Yeah, let's get one that. Like that. Habitat education board legs. Oh, is that as in you are just legs? That's why you don't shine up like the others. Okay. Habitat. Is that a habitat education board? That's the exhibit education board. Conservation education. Exhibit habitat. Not 100% sure what all the differences are yet, but okay, let's put that down there. Oh, right. Educating guests about the in the area. The education stand black one can be customized. This one. Right, that's what it is. It's a screen with that thing on it. So let's put that there then. Right. It's just I don't like the fact it's a TV. Just they wouldn't have the budget down here, tucked away down here for a crappy animal. Would not have the budget for a TV. That would just be a little sign. Are we making money? Oh, nice, we are. You can't put the animal info until you finish the research. Yeah, no. What it is, I think, is that one there is exhibit. That's the boxed things with the little creatures in. Conservation education board just seems to be like a general the bees are dying kind of thing. I can't see where that's going. That's a bit of an issue for me because I can't see where the path starts and am I making them put their brollies up? Or are they trying to decide whether or not it's raining? Okay, let's say that to be traditional medicine, poaching, and the exotic. I'm going to say exotic pet trade because as much as I'm sure whoever it was in the chat looks after theirs, these are the sort of things that are not really cared for. Vets having a little lucky look. Okay. So where's our? This dude's just swimming out, man, just chilling. Call vet, call keeper. Genetics. Pretty rubbish genetics. Okay. Likes to swim. was that? Water treatment 1 failing. We need a mechanic. Da da da. Boom boom boom. Get that thing fixed. Do 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 do. Build animal tiger. Afraid not, because we don't have anywhere near enough money for a tiger exhibit. That's not how this works at all, I'm sure. Give him some rocks is a great idea. I totally forgot about rocks, because I'm sure he loves rocks. African. Tropical? There were no African rocks? Rocks aren't categorized, but they are here. Okay, so grassland or tropical. So tropical, they're quite dark. Grassland seems a little bit more like what we want here. Do a pride rock thing for a line. Yes, definitely. Research should be almost done. Okay, I'll have a look at that in a moment. Let me just pause the game for a sec. Let's get some rocks in here. Savannah rock. Oh, they're shiny. That's because it's raining, I suppose. That looks like a big poo. Okay. That's your pride rock one there, isn't it? They're all a bit chunky. Is it me, or do they all look a bit like blobby? Let's try the tropical ones. That's a rock. Now I imagine actually these they quite like these because they'll bask on these, right, to sort of control heat and stuff. I mean, just who's using that? There's some rocks there. I think when you're placing your conservation education board, you can close the heat map with the X at the top to see how you're placing it. Thank you, Jake. There are no marine animals confirmed yet. No, there's some like parts like semi-marine ones, like this kind of thing, I suppose. But yeah, nothing else yet. Does he mine rocks? Doesn't seem to mine rocks. Okay. So research then. Let's have a look at that. That research. Yeah, she goes on a break and then forgets she's doing it, right? What are they like? Yeah, man. People need to come down here and see him. I wonder how it works. I wonder if they look at where he is and think to come down here. Because that one there has earned us $120, but this one here has earned us $2.5 grand just because it's near people. But really, if you were in a zoo, you'd come down here, wouldn't you? And you'd be like, oh, look at that, it's underwater. Hey. Haven't you since we've been unable to trade or sell your animals? I've not tried getting rid of any, but I definitely had trouble getting hold of them. Yeah, 100%. There we go. Here they come. Look. So what I would like to do now is box this in because the water wouldn't splash over. We're turning a profit, so we can spend a little on some wooden construction. So let's come into roofs. We've got brick. We need quite a plain plastic. Yeah, something like that will do. What's that one? That's quite high beamed. We don't really want anything like that. Wooden plank roof. Perfect. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna box this in. Like that. Oh, you doing the noise he made then? He just like really loves to swim. Haven't seen the keeper feed him yet. That's one thing I've noticed. There is possibly one here. What are you doing? Excuse me. Exhibit food? Is that going to habitat? Is that what you're going to do? Let's see. Exiting habitat. Entering keeper hut. You gonna go get yourself, make some grub up? Looks like it. Yeah, good. Just had some warthobs jump over a 1 meter high fence, so don't do that. Nice, thanks for the tip. Time is it there? 10 o'clock. 9:35. A couple of hours for him. Yeah, 9:30 go. Yeah. What animal is next? We've got some warthogs, but I'm saving those for the episode, for the video I'm going to do. Keepers of bugs. A lot of people complaining animals aren't being fed. Yeah, so I see. What I'm going to try and do is keep it one keeper per animal, to be honest, because that's relatively realistic as well in real life, most keepers. Vet research is complete! Nile Monitor, you've discovered 3 items for 1 species. Okay, she's going to carry on? Good for her. Right, so I think, what does this do? Is it just items? Or it starts to give some like info here, I think? So, let's have a look then. Habitat. Sprinkler. So, can we select, did we already select Nile Monitor here? I suppose it's the only one we've got, right? But yeah. Oh no, we have quite a few. Oh, we got all the climbing stuff, okay. So it says 3 items over 1 species. So what did we actually unlock? Oh, we didn't put any bedding down for it. Just realised that. We put any bedding down for it. We want a sprinkler. We'll put that down over there. Oh, it's the first time I didn't get out. Maybe that's what he was waiting for. Oh, he's hungry. He's come to find some grubby grub. So he's now got toy enrichment. We need food enrichment. But there wasn't any enrichment items. So yeah, we'll let her carry on then. Researching. You gotta go back in that water, mate. You've got food over there. You're just skirting the edges, are you? I want to see if you go and get it. Oh, look at him go. Over the rocks. Getting himself some... whatever that is. Hungry now? You come and complain the sprinkler as soon as it's raining. Yeah, it's going to come and hang out in the sprinkler. I love him. I'm in love with him. It's a monitor lizard. It's a Nile monitor. So they're found on the banks of the River Nile. Sexy, sexy science. Yeah, tell me about it. Did we get... So we just learn about the animals and stuff, don't we? Oh, man, majestic. Back for a swim. A few more people using that one now. That's good. Alright, let's finish off our thing. Then, can the monitor climb? No, they're not climbing animals. So, paths. Oh no, terrain. First of all, I want to get rid of this. Get rid of all of this. As nice as it is, it's getting in my way a little. There we go. Right, construction. Flat roofs. We need something like asphalt. That'll do. Okay. Take that to there. And make it so it works. Oh, we've got to go high on that. The ground must not quite be thingy. Never mind. That's okay. You can make a little island in the middle of the water and he'll be able to stand on it. It could do. I don't think it's quite big enough for that, though. It's not that big a pool, to be honest. I'm sure it's quite big. Oh, hello. What's that? Water stream is failing again. Well, we have a mechanic, right? I hope we don't have to call mechanics every time that's happening. That's a bit too micromanagey for me. That is. Okay, so let's make this this building look a little nicer. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. Pillars. Yeah, there you go. Mechanics on the way. So we have all this really fancy stuff, but I don't think this warrants being fancy. Okay. Oh, they're all very excited. Oh, they're not in a building in there. Have you built a vet clinic? Yeah, I think. Oh, I don't know actually. Sandbox is going to be so absorbing. It sure is. I mean, I'm basically playing Sandbox now. Like, I realise that it isn't Sandbox, but yeah, we're basically playing Sandbox now, aren't we? Okay, so what I'm hoping is we can get a couple of benches in there. Somebody asked for animals again. If you just want to see people throw animals down, this isn't the channel for you. I'm focused on making nice looking zoos, and that comes with all this kind of stuff as well. Okay. Yeah. Right. Construction. Wall pieces. Brick. When you see protesters, cage them. Wow, 24, my word. Good night, Brian. Okay, we'll move that screen. There we go, starting to get an underwater area now. This will build up into some sort of building, I think. Is it working for me? No, not really. I managed to get a couple of animals. That is basically the ones we're using now, but yeah, not great, unfortunately. So you reckon I can close that now and carry on going? Right, okay. That's a good tip. So actually, I think, do you know what, looking at it, that might be better on that back wall there, I think. Yeah, that's good. Speaking of, when's the Druid Gardens resume? No idea. Master's got it at the moment. I don't think either of us are particularly fussed on pushing forward with it while the beta's out, so... don't know, sorry. Crocodiles in this game? Yes? Are they crocodiles or alligators? It's one or the other. There's crocodiles or there's alligators. I forget which, sorry. Okay, right, I'm going to come into this building and duplicate that there. They're still going to walk through there? Nice. Okay. So... this most likely won't survive. But I'm just interested in how we can do some doorways. Is there a little lizard silhouette you can put on the wall? That's a great idea. Let's have a look. Props, flags, theme props. There's like a wall section somewhere, I think. General props. We have a whole alphabet, by the way, which is pretty exciting. Not horrific size either. I mean, pretty big, but not horrific size. We have these gorgeous big logs as well. I love these. And these as well. Oh, I wonder if I could stick one of them down in here. Doesn't really go, does it? But where is he? Keep him. Keep him. Lazy little How old is it? I've just wondered. It's got a decent animal appeal. Rating, species appeal, physical stats, lifetime stats. Very boring life. There must be. Oh, there we go. 80. Oh dear. Doesn't seem to live that long. Simple archway work with a staff sign. Yeah. I just got here. Can we now place animals? Kind of. It's still a bit buggy, but you can kind of get them. Yeah. How long does it take for the game to download? About 16 minutes, something like that. 15, 16 minutes. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we get rid of this for a minute. Let's pause the game. Get the grid. No. I want a line. There we go. That's where I want the path to be. Yep. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Oh. That can start being staff path there. Staff paths. Yeah, that'll do. I think I heard a kookaburra. It's just ambience that I think. There we go. I'll leave that like that for now. Okay, this building's way too high for whatever it's going to be. We need to get rid of that and that. And we need to put in a doorway so we can see how that works. So construction, walls, brick door wall. So here's the... Okay, that's what we've got there. That's kind of the height we need it to be, isn't it, really? And that ain't a kick in the boobies. I don't know what is. Okay. You can get the beta if you pre-order the game. Yes, you can. You should make this building an indoor reptile house. Well, this is going to be a staff building, but a reptile house is something I definitely want to do, and also quite early on as well, because there's sort of things you do have closer to the front than the back. All right, pillars. Well, that's nice. Bit funky yellow wood. I like that. Is it working now? It looks like it. Is this sandbox? No, it's called franchise mode. I mean, it's basically sandboxing as much as there's no objectives necessarily, other than, you know, look after creatures. But there is finances. Although, saying that, with one animal I've managed to turn a profit, so I don't think it's going to be particularly tough. Will the animals attack guests? No. No, they will not. Right, so what I'm thinking is this area here just gets smoothed. Did I just click that? This area here gets smoothed out a little bit, and we just turn it into a bit of rockery and stuff like that. You have to restart a lot to access animals. I don't think it's restarting that does it. I think it's how long they've been on the trading list. So here, look, African elephant, 22 minutes. I want to find one that's cheap so I can show you. Yeah, look, Indian peafowl with minute left. Failed. Okay. If we select that to the other way around, so there's 59 minutes left on a few things, and we click one. Kids wake early. Cheers, Nat. Thanks for stopping by. Success. I think that's what it is. I think it's how long they've got left on there. So if you go for stuff that's 59 minutes, you've got more chance of getting it. Have we just gone up to 2 monitor lizards? I hope that's okay. I did say that they weren't a massive fan of having things shared. Having the space shared, but we'll see. Is the animal market online based? In franchise mode, yes. And I think in the full game you're going to be able to upload animals. I've not really figured that bit out yet. You might be able to do it in base, actually. I'm not sure. Soundtrack is by, it is by JJ and Jim, who did the Planco one, Miss Bases don't always have stellar frame rates. I'm currently on 120 FPS, pretty solidly at the minute. There's hangs, there's lags and stuff, but frame rate, I'm having no problems at all. I mean, it's obviously very early days, but yeah, no problems with frame rate in the slightest. Let's hope these ones don't hate each other. Straight through the wall. I'm having trouble making my entrance path round like yours. Yeah, there's going to be a path tutorial soon, because a lot of people have trouble with zoo paths, and they're pretty much the same as coaster paths. So, oh, I hope these pair don't just start ripping each other to shreds. Oh no, 2. They can have a 2 or 3. That's good. Okay, so we've now got 2 monitor lizards. Good stuff. Who wants to be named a monitor lizard? Hashtag monitor in the chat, and I'll pick one of you. We haven't had much research for a little while. Let's go back there, see if we can get our monitor lizard some food. If you raise the wood fences, more guests will go down the underwater viewing area. That's true, but these opening animals are the sort of animals you just sort of potter past and go, oh yeah, look. You know, you're only coming down here if you're like really into your lizards, you know. Can we have a quick look around your park? Yeah, there it is. Well, yeah, I've only been playing a couple of hours. But yeah, sure. So here's the entrance area you can't do anything about. And then on the way in, I've just tried to mess around with the... Should we Tegid Cammy? I know there's not really much to say, but let's try... we can't name guests. Oh. Let's find a member of staff then. You. Ramiro Larry. Oh. Not quite sure what happened then. Ramiro Larry, where are you? You're just keen. You see somebody running, you assume it's for staff. Let's not bother with Tegid. There we go. Okay, let's pick one. Electrona. Let me get how you spell it. Electrona. Electrona, you're going to be our other monitor lizard. Sabina is now Electrona. Is it with 2 N's? Yeah, there we go, Electrona. Congrats. You are now monitor lizard for the duration of the beta. Okay. Getting fed, so that's good. Yeah, people are going down there. I'm okay with that. See, that's not... Don't stand there. You ain't seen anything there. Here, I've got no problem with people standing here. Look, they're just going to pop their head over and go, oh yeah, look, little monster lizard, that's cool. And off they pop. But, yeah, that... You don't go and stand there, do you? Oh, they're going to have a little look down there. Good stuff. You have to name a stand member to get... Yeah, I know. Yeah, I thought you could name guests in Planet Coaster. I just assumed you could here. Here we go. Come here. Oops. There we go. I don't know why they just don't make this a button. Okay, so we come in here, then we've got a little info building over here. People don't seem to do much of. We've got, I mean, you're right on the edge of the path there. Are you packing a weapon? So with some staff buildings down here, again, all very much a work in progress. And over this side, we've got a bit more of an Asian-y theme for the toilets. Again, just really messing around with pieces, to be honest with you. And then a fountain that isn't really a fountain because there aren't fountains in the game. You always pump these fixing again. Well, here we go then. Let's see, because there's a mechanic there, right? So what's this mechanic doing? Fixing some fencing, repairing a boundary. Okay, I'll take that. Maybe she's just done the water pump. I think maybe she's just done it. Staff building is so far away, I'll be worn out by the time I get there. Oh, shut up. Can you make an ape enclosure with all three species of living together? No. This isn't sandbox. You can't just throw stuff down, unfortunately. We only have 300 leaves, and most animals of a caliber of apes in this game cost about 400 or 500 leaves. So, yeah. Gonna be a while. Yeah. 3 hours to download. Ouch. It's not a surprise mechanic, though. So the mechanics inspection schedule for the water treatment every month instead of every year. Okay. How do we do that? Can we do it here? Routine visits every 3 months. There we go. Maybe my animals are starving. I don't know why the animals are in problems, to be honest, with eating. Can you do it in the future? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know whether you'd mix monkeys, though, really, do you? You don't mix apes. And none of them are in the beta. Oh, there you go, then. Check the genders in your monitors. You might want to turn on contraceptives if the progenitors want a lot of babies. Ah, I think they're both girls. Or both males. No, they're not. So, I let them. I want them. Yeah, let them have babies. Let's get baby null monitors on the go. Right. Okay, good. We maybe haven't picked the most interesting animal to build for today, but they have rocks, and there is bedding. And this one's just hanging the hell out. What a lazy something or other. Cool. Right, we're going to leave it there, folks. 10 o'clock. I'm going to go and record a Let's Play of this. We're going to build some warthogs in the Let's Play. They would absolutely kill each other. Yeah, they would, yeah. Do you like the leaf system? I don't know yet, to be honest with you. I'm a sandbox player. Chances are I'm going to carry on playing sandbox when I'm able to, so it might not even matter. Breeding requires more research. That probably makes sense as well. Talking of research, did we ever get... That needs fixing. Shouldn't have to keep dropping them in there. Stop them from having babies after they have some. Yes, I don't know why, but all the animals seem to produce a maximum amount of... Yeah, they seem to knock out like 30 of them. I've seen pictures of like 30 warthogs running around. What happens if they get out? Not much. They just sort of potter about and everyone screams and runs around. And yes, 2 male lizards sounds like it isn't probably a good mix, Primal, yeah. Right, thanks very much for watching, folks. Really enjoyed it. Nice to have a bit more of a chill stream after the craziness that was this afternoon. And we've actually got something done as well. I'm actually quite happy with the progress there. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please drop a like. It really does help. And like I say, we'll have a Let's Play of the continuation of this tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Love you all to bits. See you later. Bye.